there's a lot of money to be made in cryptocurrency right now, and we're all still early. I made a lot of money thanks to you, and I have objective firsthand knowledge that a lot of our friends, mutual friends, have done the same, because you have helped people understand this shit. And look, for those of us who don't fully understand or comprehend at the level that you do, you have expressed how certain and passionate you are about this in such a way where it made us all comfortable making those investments, maybe when we didn't understand it as full on as you did. And between all of us, we've made a lot of money, and that's thanks to you, man.
I'm so glad. I'm so glad. I told you the other week, I'm so glad you're on board, and you came on board.
Let's give our listeners some context.
Absolutely.
Okay, so in the beginning of the year, in January, I had some monies that I wanted to invest. I had some cash, under my mattress or whatever the case is. And I wanted to invest it. And I reached out to Saman. I said, hey, look, I have X amount of monies and I want to invest it. Where should I invest it? Can you share with the listeners what your answer was?
I said I would invest it in Bitcoin and Ethereum.
That's actually not what you said. You said, motherfucker, listen, this is what you're going to do. You're going to invest all that money in Bitcoin and Ethereum. And then you told me what you did.
Exactly.
And is that too personal, or can we share?
No, I mean, it goes without saying that, we have to do a little background that, I've been in cryptocurrency for a long time, for now almost
Just tell them what you
4 years.
did and then get into that.
I essentially in December liquidated my entire stock portfolio.
We're talking multiple seven figures here, guys.
This was
liquidated. And for those of you who don't know what that means,
is sold everything to the penny.
And did what with it?
And converted into Bitcoin and Ethereum.
Went all in on crypto.
I had my stockbroker call me, and it was funny because he's like, what the hell just happened? I see your account went to zero in 5 minutes. Because once...
Good for him for being on top of that.
Yeah. Once I, make my decision, so one thing with people that I discuss with, in life coaching and whatever, is that if you have enough conviction in anything that you do, and once you've made that decision for whatever those reasons are, and you have weighed all the options and you've decided that this is the way to go, there is no reason to have both foot. Because anytime when someone tries to say, for example, it's very common for someone, let's say in that position, to say, yes, I think, let's say Bitcoin is an amazing idea, but I'm going to do 20%. I'm going to do 50%.
You're either all in or you're not.
If someone says that, the way my personality is, the way I take that is that you're really not sure of your decision.
Right.
Because if you've done your homework, either this is not a good idea, and if that's the case, you should invest a penny in it. And if it's such a fantastic idea, why would you leave money on the table and putting in something that may give you 8% in a year? So needless to say, the conviction that I've had over the last few years, and I believe that it was the right time, I liquidated a significant amount of money and converted. And my stockbroker, the first thing was like, please don't tell me you bought another exotic car. And I'm like, it's worse in his eyes,
right?
Because he's all about
traditional stock
and
investors.
I when I said, you're gonna hate me even worse, it's not a car. You can't touch it. You can't drive it.
Yeah.
It's code. And so I told him, and he obviously thought that I had lost my mind. And
so did I, honestly.
And we talk frequently with my friend, and you know him, and he's like, Doc, you were right.
Well, he's my financial guy as well. But he wasn't the only one who thought you lost your mind, because when you first of all, when you were trying to get me to do this, and told me that you had done it, I had anxiety for you.
Yes.
I mean, you were all in. You literally, and anybody who has done any amount of financial literacy research, especially as it comes to investing, the one thing they tell you is you want to diversify. That's like the most important thing. But the game has changed, has it not?
it definitely has changed. I mean, I personally believe, and when I say let me start by saying that I didn't wake up one day and had this fruition come from the angels from the heavens that told me to do this. I follow other smart people and very large institutions that to me have the resources and have the wherewithal and have the knowledge. So for example, when you look at Morgan Stanley, when you look at Goldman Sachs, when you look at Harvard, Yale, and Brown University took their entire endowment. And for people that do not know what that means, universities have endowment.
I thought endowment meant how long your penis was. I'm not even trying to be funny right now. Is that not?
No.
And really?
No.
Is that? All right. No. Well, we can cut that part out.
Large universities like that have endowment. Their budgets that they need to run that school is in the billions. And so they have to take their money and invest it somewhere and try to make some money off of their tuitions or whatever it may be so they can keep running.
College is a business.
So you would think that Brown, Yale, and Harvard, would you agree, probably some of the smartest people maybe on the planet are there?
Without question.
Right? Those three decided that they're not going to go buy Apple stock or Microsoft stock. They're going to go put their entire endowment in Bitcoin. Not even the other 7,500 digital currencies there, in Bitcoin. So Fidelity is the second largest asset manager in the United States. And what I mean by that is they handle $3.5 trillion. Not million, not billion, trillion. BlackRock, who's the largest asset manager in the world, manages $7.8 trillion. They have gotten into in Bitcoin. When you're talking to PayPal, Square, Cash App, Visa and MasterCard have already come out and said they're supporting Bitcoin, and they're coming out with all the programs where you can buy, sell, do transactions large or small with Bitcoin. The list is endless of this is not just your shoe shiner telling you, hey, you should get into this, you'll make some money. Mm-hmm. That's what I said. This is not, who am I at the end of the day, as smart as I think I may be, who am I to argue with Fidelity, BlackRock, Goldman Sachs, Morgan Stanley, Visa, MasterCard, and PayPal? So those guys are ahead of the game. And when a company like Fidelity, where their entire income and revenue comes off of stock, says suddenly we're going to have a Bitcoin trading desk for not any run-of-the-mill, for our ultra-high net worth clients. Why? Because their ultra-high net worth clients are coming out saying, I want Bitcoin.
Right.
And those ultra net worth clients have a lot of financial advisors and are very smart people themselves, which is why they're in that position. This is not your mega lottery winners that are doing this.
True. And on that note, I think there's also something to be said and might not be abundantly clear regarding Fidelity exclusively making it available for their high net worth clients.
Yes.
Those who are in the know, those who are educated, those who have done the work and the research on cryptocurrency. The same can't be said about their lower net worth clients who largely depend on their financial advisor at Fidelity to tell them what to do. I think that's a really important thing to point out there, because the fact is this: there's a lot of money to be made in cryptocurrency right now, and we're all still early.